All right, just want to go over this script that's been doing pretty well for my campaigns. I think these are the same campaign, just after some follow-ups. So it's been like one lead per 50 contacted, which is quite good. And it's really easy. It's just, don't know if you have the need for it, but if I could get company name, result with deal, would that be worth the chat? It does really good, and this is a good way of testing if your offer is good. So if you're testing a new offer, you could just use this script, and it almost isolates it all just to what is the offer, and you could get maybe a 1% reply rate from this, or like a 5% reply from this, just based on how good your offer is. And then also at the bottom, it's good to have a case study, or you can elaborate on the deal maybe. So yeah, like a simple case study would be like, yeah, we got client name at client company name, result with this system, or result in time, something like that. And I hope that this breaking it down kind of helps you a bit. I might share this doc in the description so you can look at it a bit deeper. But yeah, just go over it simply. Personalization. You want at least some sort of personalization. First name, company name. If you have competitor and like more clay enriched data, you can definitely do a lot more. But this simple script will work for most cases. Hook. Give them a reason to read the email. So when it grabs attention when I say don't know if this, but like it's an open loop, and it grabs attention, or like not sure if you have the need for it, wasn't sure if you were handling this for company name, something like that. It's better than just jumping straight into your offer. You can jump straight into your offer, but I find this it just does better, to be honest. So it's just a little better. And then the offer. I mean, I could do multiple videos on this. It goes deep, but you need your offer to be a direct and quantifiable, clear gain that makes sense, that they need or they want. That's very important. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but you need to spend a lot of time building your offer and split testing what offer is going to be good for you in cold email. Then the deal. So sometimes you can't really use too much of a deal, but it definitely helps. So paper results has done really well for me on my campaigns. When I took out paper results, the positive reply rate went down, and the overall reply rate did as well. But I mean, you might want to look into different deals you have. Like I find like you don't want to pitch like a 50% off or something like that. If you can pitch free, like a free trial, that's quite good. So like you don't pay till you get results. Something like that would do good. Some sort of like unique value prop or whatever thing you have, like a unique angle that you have that would make it different. That would also be good. Just make it different, make it stand out, and give them a reason for why you're different than the 20 other people, 100 other people in their inbox. So in the script, yeah, there's no fluff. Every part is contributing to the email. Convert because there's a clear, quantifiable gain. As I said, offer backed by a relevant case study. That's a strong deal that is low risk. If you can lower the risk, that is going to be huge. So I can give you this little bit of value before you actually have to pay me. Something like that, where they feel like they like you don't want to attract tire kickers, but they feel like they can get something from you before they have to give too much back. And that's really important for cold traffic, because they don't care about you at all. So they have no issue just like leeching from you and taking from you. And then if you do actually provide good value, then they'll want more from you. And if it's worth the value, they'll pay for it. Essentially, it's quite simple. So I'm running the script almost one to one. Yeah, so I wrote this thing a little bit ago, and it's actually been better. One per 99, it's more like one per 50. So it's been pretty decent. So the reason this did good, and the thing that can make yours do good, because I can give you the script, it's going to be different for each and every business, like by far. So the way you want to pose it is you need to show value with as little risk, time, and effort from the prospect as possible. And that's very important. Show value with little risk, time, and effort from the prospect. They should be giving up absolutely nothing to see what you have. The default for cold email is they do not trust you and you're a scammer. So you need to actively break that default and show your value. So you're not starting at zero, you're starting at negatives. Like they actively do not trust you. It's not like they don't, they do not trust you actively. You have to assume that. And some people are careless and they might throw crazy amounts of money without seeing much relevancy, but that's not very common. So you need to actively show them that you are trustworthy, that you're worth their time, and that you are valuable. So direct gain. This is part of the offer building part. It's the reason that SEO can be difficult to sell over cold email. It's because it takes a long time to get results for SEO. So you need to pose it in a different way. You need to post, the consistent results or the other aspects of SEO that are more beneficial rather than ads or something like that. So cold traffic doesn't care about you. All they want is value quickly. Before they get any value, they'll default to doubting your abilities. This just reinforces what I said before. You want to make the offer as close to making money as possible or solving a major and notable problem or pain point. So if and these offers can sell really well in cold email. If you have some solution, your SaaS that has some very specific solution and you can solve that specific problem, that'll do amazing on cold email, because the fact that you even know what the problem is like creates an insane amount of personalization. Go deep into it, explain exactly what the pain point is, and then you don't have to explain how to solve it. You can just say that you solve it. Deals. A good deal can drive a ton of replies. It's simple as adding a free trial, adding a paper results. These lower the risk barrier. Don't offer something that they don't want. Like no one cares about a website audit, a PDF, a cybersecurity audit. Like although it's value, and you might see the value more because you're in the space, it's just a task for them. They do not care. Oh, it's not direct to gaining money. It's hard for them to see, okay, well, I'm going to get a cybersecurity audit. How is that going to help my business? Like they're like default, they're assuming that they're not going to get, when they do their projections for like 5 years from now, they're going to assume that they're not getting a cyber attack, right? Or like a website audit. They don't even know what they're going to get from that. Like it's or like a PDF. Okay, I'm gonna get this PDF. Now what? Like I might learn about this little thing. It's not gonna do anything real for my business. If you can say, I can book you 15 calls a month, they can be like, oh, 15 calls. Well, that might be, through clients. That would be like this much more per month. If I had this much more per month, I could buy this new car. I could buy this whatever. I mean, I'm not focused on buying a car, but you're like, it's very quantifiable, and they can do the calculations. They can have that little bit of thought, whatever, and it's clear, it's quantifiable. Case studies. This is really important for cold email and also just for getting clients. Of course, you need case studies. Of course, you need proof. So in the script, I usually do something like, this is the same system that helped company name get results in time, or like saw this for company name, we got them this results in time. It's super, like they're all very similar, and it's just saying the same thing. You can just pose it in like a casual way or something. I know sometimes like you don't want to share info about your client. You definitely don't want to say nothing. At least like a company name, or like you don't have to say like the name of the person who you're like talking with, but at least a company name so they know they can Google the company and see. Hopefully, it's a big company. If you work with like a very strong brand, or you work with like some famous person, that can do really well, especially if it's like famous in the niche that you're targeting, or yeah, super relevant in the niche that you're targeting. That could do amazing. So it builds trust, and like I shouldn't even have to explain it. Case studies, like of course they build trust, and PF lines, honestly, do amazing cold email. Like you should all, you should be using a lot of PS lines and just putting different things. Like you can think about PS lines, you can just add a little bit more info of your email or into your email without making it like longer. Adding to the body. So like you can add your case study in the PS line, or you can add like an extra deal you have, a little bit more value. You can add like more personalization. Honestly, PS lines are very good for cold email. Definitely use those. If you want to work with me, you can book a call in the description. I do consulting and I run campaigns, and subscribe.